Let's get started with day 2 on the road.
One of my favorite hotel hacks, right? So I'm not a morning person, something I've been honest about with myself for a long time. One of my favorite hotel hacks, though, is I love to listen to music while I'm taking a shower, but my iPhone speaker is not very good at doing that. Biggest thing you can do in order to fix that, grab your room's ice bucket and then put your phone facing into it, and you get this amplification. It's just science. It's awesome. So let's do a quick little deal here with the podcast that I would listen to.
Well, good morning. Good morning, Dan. How are you doing?
So that's, pretty simple. Not a lot of stuff going on there. That's back to work with Merlin Man and Dan Benjamin. But if you sit there and you put it in the ice bucket, facing in, like so, and you hit play.
Oh, good. I'm getting pumped. Are you pumped up? I'm pumped. Which part of you? The part that likes to sing along with.
How cool is that?
X's hit super low.
I use that all the time.
Anybody who travels with me for any, length of time and has the opportunity to see me drive or fly or, boat by windmills, especially like the big new ones, the ones that are like super efficient, knows that I am an absolute nerd for these things. I obviously showed them in the Costa Rica trip, and I make sure to go not unreasonably slow, but slow enough to enjoy them as I do the drive from Phoenix to Southern California, because quite frankly, I just think they're awesome.
Yep, tractor on the highway.
I'm currently on New Mexico Highway 26 heading over to the I-25, and I swear to God, I just saw a sign stating, Hatch, which is the city right before the 25 interchange, 18 miles, and then Truth or Consequences, 56 miles. I'm gonna have to check on that, but I don't think Truth or Consequences is a real town in New Mexico. If it is, I'm ready. So I'm here in Hatch, New Mexico, and I'm on the I-26, and I'm actually turning on to kind of a subversion of it in order to get to the I-25, which is really important. And as I'm making this left turn onto the New Mexico 26 North, I see these guys. That's right. Right after you make that left-hand turn, you have Big Burger Dude rocking it, looking cool. A Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is just awesome. And then the winner in the punch in my eyes is the robot with a hamburger and an ice cream cone. Like, who put these here? But they're awesome all the same, and as soon as I saw them, I knew I had to immediately pull over.
Getting ready for 500 miles on the trip so far. New game. I want to find letters on the sides of mountains. I've already got the M, and I know where I can find an A. So I have made it to Albuquerque at this point. I pulled off the freeway, jumped into a business center parking lot just to sit here and play Urban Spoon Slot Machine. See, I want a burger. I don't care where. Don't care how much. Let's do this. No fast food, though. Spins, burgers, and beers. Let's do it. Made it to Spins. So I got done at Spins. Unfortunately, I didn't want to record in there because there were a bunch of kids in there and a bunch of families, which obviously it's Veterans Day, so school isn't in session. So it makes sense that they would be there. So I'm weird about recording kids without their parents' permission. But I did ask my server somewhere cool to go and hang out. She said Nob Hill, so apparently that's like right around the campus, and I'm gonna give that a shot. But first, I'm gonna go to the Science Museum because, quite frankly, it was like ranked like as the top thing to do here in Albuquerque on TripAdvisor. So let's do it. I think that the Google lady is having Tourette's. Like, let's see if I can get her to do it again. This is funny.
Turn left onto Montano Road Northwest, Montano Road Northwest. In 600 feet, turn right onto Coors Boulevard Northwest. Turn right onto Coors Boulevard Northwest.
Yes. Like, it's like she's got Tourette's for Northwest. I'm here at Explorer. I have no idea what it is, but it got a ton of positive reviews. Let's go see what it is. It seems to be a lot of like, interactive experiences and stuff. So it's definitely going to be fun to play with some of these. See inside the lens, or inside the lamp at this point. Awesome. So I hate to say it, but that place was overrun with kids to the point where I couldn't even interact with many of the exhibits. And secondarily is that like there was nothing major there. There was nothing cool. I mean, the light stuff was interesting, but overall, not your top-notch side thing that I'm used to. Well, Google screwed me for the second time now. When after putting in an address, a location for me to get to, it has taken me to somewhere that is completely not the place I requested. I've tried both by name and by specific address, and both times come up negative. So I'm finally here at Nob Hill, though. I'm going to walk around for a little bit, see if I can't find anything of interest to actually shoot. I'm putting this on like a 15-minute timer, though, because like I'm frustrated at the moment and just kind of want to get back on the road and out of traffic. So I'm 2 for 2 now with walking in with the camera and immediately having people either ask me to leave it at the counter or asking me not to shoot in the store. So I'm not getting the vibe that they're super friendly to people like myself. Explain what exactly? My buddy Ben would kill me if I did not actually shoot this mural that's outside the comic book shop. This is intense. There's a lot going on this mural. Basically, if there's ever been a comic book character that was widely loved, they got space on this one. That's pretty cool. Well, it serves me right. I'm in a bad mood, and I'm obvious about it. And I decided to go to the 7-Eleven that's across the street from where I parked, or up the street from where I parked, really, and decided to treat myself to a soda, thinking like maybe it's just me, maybe I'm just really tired, or just I'm still coming off of like the caffeine thing, like I'm dropping caffeine as much as I possibly can, kind of thing, and I proceeded to walk the 2 blocks or so, it was, whatever it is, across the street and then down to where I actually parked, and proceeded to open said, Dr. Pepper, and it blew up all over the inside of my car, including all over me. Yes, completely down both my legs. Right there was where I was holding it. So frustrating.
It's about 15 minutes since I had that soda explode on me. I am now sufficiently north of Albuquerque to the point where I've got a 4-lane highway, two lanes on each side, which obviously once you get outside of city limits, it gets to be a lot less traffic heavy. It makes me a happier driver. It makes me more relaxed, and quite frankly, I'm challenging myself, and I now can see it, to see the funny side of the fact that, hey, here I am trying to, softly let myself off the caffeine hook, and it explodes in my face, like literally in my face. So, and once the car is all cleaned up, and it is for the most part now, it's pretty funny. alphabet game. On the side of a mountain, I've got L, C, R, D, H. Boom.
750.
I knew that I was climbing up the mountains, right? Obviously, I saw all the trees and the extra greenery and all that. But I didn't know how high Las Vegas actually is. Las Vegas is actually more than 6,900 feet high in elevation. And as we climbed up all of that, the temperature has been slowly and steadily been dropping all the way to the point where I'm currently at 40 degrees.
Not too bad for this big guy.
Holy crap, that's cold. I'm going to be really bad off if it's any worse in Colorado, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be. I'm going to freeze. I mean, seriously, it's a rainbow. Man, that's crazy. As I have continued to go further and further and further north into the north end of New Mexico, it finally happens. I crossed the freezing point. That is officially the coldest I have ever driven in. No joke, as soon as I crossed into Colorado, which was like at the top of a mountain, it dropped down another 4 degrees, so I saw 10 very briefly on my dash, and then it started snowing. I haven't seen snowfall in probably 20 years. I've seen it on the ground. I saw it here when I was in Colorado last year, but I didn't see it fall. So I'm seeing snowfall, and this is actually the first time I've ever driven in snowfall. Now, granted, it's super light. It's not flurries or anything like that, but it is snow. So this is a new experience for me. Definitely going a heck of a lot slower than I normally would, and especially now that I'm now kind of out of the mountain range for the moment, I can pick up my speed just a little bit. But man, this is a different experience. Thank you, Polar Vortex. Yes, I just had to take a pit stop and get some food because it's been a long time since I ate something. That is actually snow on the hood of my car. My car has never seen snow since I bought it. So I am definitely driving in snowfall, and it's been pretty consistent. And we are now hitting. Get ready for it, because here it comes. 1,000 miles since the start of the road trip. Pretty exciting. Let me get there safe. So I just got to the hotel, checked in, checked the Wi-Fi. It is atrocious. See the image here? It is just unusable for any reasonable kind of